And we're live. Good afternoon, good morning, happy time zones to you all wherever you might be. Welcome back to episode 6, I actually remembered the number this time, of Mass Effect 2. I'm playing through the entire Mass Effect trilogy, and having thoughts, and being reminded that the mid-aughts were a time. Anyway, we just recruited some new friends and got some missions to recruit more new friends, so let's get going. Shotguns are only effective at short range. Really? Advice for life there. But wait, of course it is Saturday. And you know what that means? It means first of all we're going to feed the fish, because, I mean, the prompt is up, and I don't think you can overfeed them, so that's safe and sorry. But more importantly, it's Saturday, which means it's Codex special time, so we're just going to luxuriate in our lavishly appointed cabin with our ships and our hamster. And squeak to you too. The fish are alive so far. Yeah, these fish are the ones that died, not so much. But yes, it's Saturday, and that means Codex reading time. I'm going to read everything that's new in the Codex. I'm going to remember to turn dialogue off first, so that it doesn't try and talk over me. A wise person might have done this before the stream. But yes, I'll read everything that's in there, and then play however much of the game we still have time for after that. Which, last week was almost none, but there should be less this time. That was the first one in this game. So, let's talk about some non-council races. Specifically, Praetorians. Hovering tanks resembling a cross between an octopus and a giant crab, Praetorians are well-armoured killing machines of mysterious origin. Praetorians employ redundant systems from the multiple humans encased within them. Great. Armed with eye-mounted particle beams, they're capable of unleashing devastating close-range energy attacks that also regenerate their shields. Within hours after death, the organic components of Praetorian corpses disintegrate into a denatured pus, while their mechanisms turn to ash. One specimen, autopsied within minutes of death, reveals a clue. Nanomachines may disintegrate the Praetorian's organic and mechanical components before self-destructing. Yes, claws up indeed. If correct, this self-rendering hypothesis could account for 3 documented cases of dead Praetorians apparently releasing or becoming clouds of neurotoxic gases, causing suffocating paralysis and nearly instant death. In one remote facility, 17 soldiers died from gas inhalation while assessing the Praetorian. Any personnel in the vicinity of dead Praetorians are urged to protect themselves with breathing apparatus. Okay, at no point do you really explain anything on why we've encountered these. There's just that throwaway thing of the multiple humans encased within them, and then we just move the hell along, and they're never mentioned again. Why do the giant octopus crab machines have humans encased within them? These are the questions we want answered, Codex. Organizations. The Blue Suns. Remember how we got the kind of quote-unquote true history of the Blue Suns when we went hunting with Zaid and he set fire to that refinery and was an awful person? Well, this is the official history, so most of it's probably a lie. Founded by notorious Batarian slaver Solom Dal-Sarah, the Blue Suns began as a Skillian Verge protection racket, providing genuine protection from slavers and pirates. Eventually captured by the Systems Alliance Navy, Dal-Sarah beat almost 24 charges to be convicted on a single count of conspiracy. The slaver benefited from the tutelage of cellmate and brilliant con artist Bernard Legit Sledger. That's a name. Upon release 5 years later, Dal-Sarah incorporated Blue Suns as a legal security agency. Today, the Blue Suns boast a galaxy-wide force of Batarians, Turians, humans, and Krogan. Each deployment is backed by a logistic core selling everything from heavy weapons to shaving cream. Despite claims that Blue Sun sells its captives as slaves, no Blue Sun employee has ever been convicted on such charges. That's how you know something doesn't happen. Many Blue Suns members sport the company logo in tattoo form, removed during assignments and reapplied at mission end. That sounds fun. You know, everyone knows the best part of getting a tattoo is having to get the same tattoo regularly. We did that. Let's talk about Horizon, where we just went and where we fought one of the big octopus crabs, and the collectors turned up and all of that. Also, Caden was there. A typical terminus colony possessing minimal tourist value, Horizon promises substantial economic opportunity, especially in providing new products for humans and supplying the Turian hierarchy. Surveyed 18 years ago, Horizon received pilot habitation 4 years later. The colony proper is now 8 years old. Blessed with verdant forests and abundant fresh water, Horizon maintains a colonial culture that thrives as a refuge from the increasing restrictions of Citadel-governed society. Horizon has attracted numerous dissidents, marginal people, and fringe dwellers from across Alliance space. I love how they put dissidents and disenfranchised people on the fringe of society as the same thing. It says a lot. And Corliss, where we went and got Grunt from. Known as the Starcraft Cemetery, which sounds like an esports league, Corliss was the regional toxic junkyard for centuries. Ships reaching astronautical near-death and connecting mass relays were sent to Corliss, stripped of every useful component, then dumped planetward to clear shipping lanes. Currently, Corliss hosts numerous merc factions, such as the Blue Suns, rumoured to be using downed ship fossils to test advanced munitions. Massive gun batteries threaten anyone attempting planetfall, with minimal defences against ground attack. Because ancient volcanism greenhoused the planet, Corliss was too hot and CO2 rich to develop a biosphere, despite the abundant lakes that could have sponsored the development of life. Now cool enough for Just when I'm doing the Saturday Let's Say All the Words thing, my tongue decides that it does not English anymore. Which is unfortunate. Now cool enough for protected habitation, but too scorching for anyone but extremophiles and mercenaries seeking secrecy, Corliss supports numerous Krogan outposts. The Krogan have therefore seeded Corliss with hardy Varan, often kept as warhounds. Varan live primarily on a diet of geophagous vermin and each other. I think Varan live on a diet of anything they can get. It's just this, yes. Yes, we got a laser cannon. That was cool. The Collector's particle beam weapon is strangely crafted, possessing few moving pieces, lacking any obvious means for disassembly, and containing organic parts. The amount of energy required to create a destructive beam is several orders of magnitude more than the energy required to launch a physical projectile at high velocity via a mass effect field. Lacking any clear ammunition or fuel source, the device likely uses heat sinks or compensators to maintain firing during sustained combat. Current Cerberus efforts to understand the technology and replicate it have failed. Which is for the good, because I really don't want Cerberus at large having laser cannons. But yes, I love it. It's just, we found a gun, you point, you shoot, lasers happen. That's all we know. See, we're already all the way onto the secret, secondary stuff. The Collector General. He of assuming direct control. Cerberus xenobiologists believed until recently that the Collectors were coordinated by a biotically active caste, similar to other insectoid alien species. New evidence suggests the Collectors have a singular commander, a so-called Collector General, that's never been seen on the battlefield. Instead, it selects its minions as remote platforms for its consciousness, in a process that's been likened to a biological hack, or a cybernetic version of demonic possession. The Collector General can send a secure signal to any one of its minions, smoothly take control of their motor functions, and awaken their previously dormant biotic potential. In a matter of seconds, even the lowliest collector drone can be upgraded to a battle-hardened biotic commander. If the collector dies, the general can simply activate and control another body. Post-mortem analysis reveals that this command signal relies on cybernetic implants directly installed in the collector's cerebellums, but how the technology functions is presently unknown. Coordinating sensory input and motor functions simultaneous with remotely amplifying biotic abilities is beyond the grasp of current human science. Why such an advanced species would be interested in humans is puzzling. More disturbing still, victims of the collectors say the general has spoken to them and referred to itself by a human name, Harbinger. But also, let's talk about the Krogan. Feared throughout the galaxy as nightmarishly violent warriors because racism, the Krogan are both aided and hobbled by their legendary blood rage. In the grip of that madness, Krogan become seemingly invincible, but are merely totally unresponsive to pain. Blood-enraged Krogan fight regardless of injury level, to the extent that Krogan shorn of all four limbs continue gnashing past brain death until total somatic death. The supremely resilient, hyper-violent blood rage is the synergy of two aspects of Krogan neurology. The first aspect is a positive feedback loop in which adrenaline, also activated by fear or rage, suppresses serotonin, the brain chemical which induces serenity. The second is the overdeveloped Krogan limbic system. In Krogan, as in humans, fear or rage shifts mental control from the frontal lobes, responsible for reasoning, to the limbic system, responsible for aggression and survival. During that shift, Krogan and humans exhibit diminished capacity for logic and self-control. Prior to the ecological devastation of Tuchanka, blood rage was extremely rare among the Krogan. Back then, while all Krogan were capable of heightened anger and violence in fight-or-flight scenarios, almost none experienced insensitivity to pain. The 1% who did were those suffering serotonin suppression. At that time, Krogan society regarded the condition as pathological, and medicated or imprisoned sufferers to protect them and society. Following nuclear ecocide 4 millennia ago, evolution selected only those Krogan afflicted with blood rage for survival. Today there is no living memory among the Krogan of a life without mindless, murderous fury. Wow. There's a lot there. Mindless, murderous fury. Like, I'm trying not to read every single word said about the Krogan and go, that's a racism. But this is all kind of a racism, especially the insensitivity to pain thing. That's a thing with kind of well-documented existence in especially medical setting when it comes to dealing with people of other races, and it's very bad. What do we have about non-sapient creatures? Ah yes, scions. That was a big thing that turned up and I was like, what the hell is this? And I exploded it. Though the exact fate of species captured by the collectors is unclear, the humanoid appearance of the scions gives ghastly clues. The scion's frame and skull are similar to those of a human or Asari, but the bone structure is overlaid with a metallic resin. Posthumous examination of their bodies reveals a skin tone resembling that of Reaper husks, but their transformation process seems more extensive. Like husks, they're cybernetically modified on a nanoscale so they can operate even in hard vacuum. Hoses rather than veins and muscle tissue join major portions. I just lost my place of the body together. One arm is replaced with a construct that fits a large rifle, turning the creature into a humanoid weapons platform, and a fleshy sack is supported by the creature's back and head. If you ever have to say the words fleshy sack in your description of anything, it's awful and gross and should leave immediately. Just saying. These sacks contain brain matter and spinal tissue, too much to have come from just one victim. This indicates scions are an amalgam of several individuals, with one primary victim providing the frame, and several secondaries providing the flesh for a decentralized semi-mechanical nervous system. This decentralization makes them highly resistant to gunshot wounds, even a headshot is not a certain kill. The scions' weapons, however, indicate that scions retain some living tissue, or at least sustain some of the same electrochemical reactions as those of a human biotic. The weapon creates a powerful warp effect, which is consistent with the ESO nodules visible in the Scion's expansive nervous system. Given the rarity of human biotics, it seems likely that these dust-form ESO nodules are deposited during their transformation, rather than requiring a biotic victim in the first place. So yeah, that's all super gross, let's move on. Stuff from the DLC that we won't be doing for quite some time. Talking about the planet of Aratot. Nothing is impossible, says the head. Someone in a game designer's office sat around for a few days with a coffee and came up with that. Yeah, where are they? I just want to talk. Nothing is impossible, says the hegemony propaganda poster that depicts a muscular Batarian miner under an Aratot sky, his rebreather held away from his face as if he's just taken it off. The image sums up millions of man-hours of labour on the Batarian planet and represents or misrepresents much of its history. It sounds very Soviet. 2 decades ago, Aratot, like several planets in the Skyllian Verge, was claimed by both human and Batarian governments, but the Alliance backed out after learning about the atmosphere's dangerously low pressure and oxygen levels. That seems like something you'd check before you get in a fight over a planet is, would it be possible for us to live there? But no, we have the colonialism of just claiming it because it's there. Instead, they concentrated their colonial efforts on planets that could support human life without the aid of domed habitats and rebreathers. Human governments saw it as a wise move. Batarians saw it as cowardly. The Batarians rose to the colonization challenge, shipping in large numbers of labourers. They took the high financial costs and casualties due to accidents or logistical snafus in stride. Large-scale dumping of cyanobacteria has increased the oxygen in the atmosphere by a fraction of 1%, a modest increase that the hegemony trumpets as a signal of their eventual victory. Short-term profits on Aratot are largely made in the minerals sector, through mining to the extremely metal-rich planetary crust. The dark side to the mining does not appear on the propaganda poster. The majority of labourers are indentured servants or slaves. Aratot is rumoured to have military bases on its surface, and throughout its solar system, though details are heavily restricted by the hegemony's Ministry of Information Control. Human merchant ships rarely come to the planet, outcompeted by local companies that benefit from heavy economic protections. The average Aratot citizen only sees humans on the news, usually featured in stories of trials and executions of accused spies. Yeah, we'll go there eventually, not for a very long time. Speaking of planets, or not quite planets, but let's talk about Purgatory. Originally an Ark ship designed to carry agricultural animals, the Purgatory was taken by the Blue Suns mercenary company during a large-scale battle in the Skyllian Verge, and the fact that they haven't mentioned what it was called when it was an Ark ship leads me to assume that it was full of farm animals, but still called the Purgatory, which is a great image. In a years-long reconstruction of its interior, the Blue Suns repurposed it to hold sapient prisoners, supposedly because they captured so many in their conflicts throughout the galaxy. When media outlets started investigating claims that the ship was used for slaving operations, the Blue Suns turned a public relations nightmare into a regular income source. Claiming to be in full accordance with Citadel law, the crew of Purgatory now regularly lands on planets or space stations, claiming that they can no longer hold their prisoners because of cost overruns. To avoid keeping prisoners at under inhumane conditions, they'll have to release them at the nearest port, dumping the scum of the galaxy directly into the local population. Faced with such a scenario, the government usually grants Purgatory's crew massive discounts in fuel, food, and repairs as long as they go away. Some even offload their own prisoners to Purgatory for a fee, grateful to have a problem relocated somewhere other than their backyard. Such unfortunates go in the dark depths of the ship, never to be seen again by their families or contacts. Purgatory is minimally armed with Guardian defences. Though a cruiserweight ship, it relies on the Blue Suns fighters to prevent any attacks based on a jailbreak or similar events. Ships and vehicles. Disruptor torpedoes, they sound sweet. Disruptor torpedoes are powered projectiles with warheads that create random and unstable mass effect fields when triggered. These fields warp space-time in localized areas. Rapid asymmetrical mass changes cause the target to rip itself apart. That's gross. In flight, torpedoes use a mass-increasing field, making them too huge for enemy kinetic barriers to repel. Because extra mass retards acceleration, torpedoes are easy prey for defensive Guardian weapons, and must therefore be launched at extremely close range to be effective. To prevent damage to the parent craft, torpedoes must be cold-launched, meaning they're released before their thrusters ignite. Aligning with its target's trajectory, a fighter releases a torpedo and immediately thrusts away while the torpedo continues to coast towards its target. After the fighters clear, no more than a second after launch, the torpedo activates its mass field and thrusts away from the fighter and towards its target. Torpedoes are the main anti-ship weapon used by fighters. Launched at point-blank range in ripple fire waves, they're reminiscent of the ancient Calliope rocket artillery launchers, thus their popular nickname, Callies. By saturating defensive Guardian systems with multiple targets, at least a few torpedoes will get through. And the Javelin. Apologies all. The Javelin is an experimental close assault weapon fitted on a handful of newer Alliance warships. It consists of a rack of 2 or more disposable disruptor torpedo tubes, bolted or mechanically slung onto the exterior of a ship's armoured hull. Fired on converging trajectories, the torpedoes detonate in a precisely timed sequence that allows the warhead's dark energy to resonate, and thereby magnify the resulting space-time warp effects. Like fighter-launched torpedoes, Javelins are cold-launched for safety reasons, though they use a different approach. Resembling old-fashioned submarine torpedo tubes, Javelin torpedoes come packed in individual sealed tubes filled with compressed inert gas. Opening the front of the tube causes escaping gas to push the torpedo into the vacuum, releasing a puff of crystals around the mouth of the tube. After completely clearing the tube, the torpedo ignites its thrusters. Javelin mounts are most often fitted on swift frigates, which enter knife-fight torpedo ranges as a matter of course. Javelins may also be fitted on heavier ships for short-range engagements, such as trans-relay assaults. They are particularly useful in this role for dreadnoughts, which cannot lay their main guns on close-range targets. As missile weapons, Javelins are subject to highly accurate Guardian fire. They must be launched in large numbers and at short range to have any chance of hitting their target at all. Oh, got it cold in here. Better. Let's talk about the Hammerhead, our favourite new jump car. The M44 Hammerhead infantry fighting vehicle is a highly manoeuvrable Mass Effect assisted armoured vehicle. Using 3 solid fuel rocket thrusters instead of wheels, the Hammerhead hovers? That's not a word. Hovers over the battlefield at up to 120 km per hour, allowing it to maintain formation with swift armoured units, skim across calm water, and even leap terrain obstacles. Backup micro boosters guarantee locomotion, so even destruction of 2 main thrusters leaves the vehicle capable of full mobility. And oh my god, it's mobile. The Hammerhead retains most features of interplanetary fighting vehicles: an airtight interior, 360-degree kinetic barriers, and a guided missile system ensuring accuracy during even aggressive maneuvering. Its electronic countermeasures extend to laser detection, chaff, anti-thermal masking, and ground-penetrating weapon-sniffing radar. The Hammerhead's navigation control emulates that of tanks, so tank drivers can operate Hammerheads without additional training. Factory-issue Hammerheads, therefore, have no altimeter or similar sensors, and are best used at the standard cruising altitude 2 meters off the ground. And what do we know about Kasumi? Ah yes, the Locust. The gun that killed 2 presidents is the infamous legacy of the Casa Fabrications Model 12 Locust. Originally created for the Systems Alliance, who wanted a lightweight weapon for high-gravity worlds, the Locust was designed to overcome the limitations of traditional submachine guns at long range. With bullet velocity of modern weapons already pushed to the limit, the Locust designers sought a way to improve accuracy through reducing weapon kick. They created an internal floating bed that absorbs the gun's recoil with minimal jarring of the gun frame itself. The barrel, magazine, chamber, and operating mechanism all move within this bed, which absorbs shock with springs and buffers. This creates a platform stable enough that the Locust can use auto-targeting software, usually reserved for match-grade weapons. The Locust's lethality on shielded targets has been amply demonstrated. In 2176, a Virginian patent clerk named Michael Moser Lang brought a Locust concealed in a short-mounted video camera to a photo. I'll start again. Sorry, it's Saturday, and I want to say morning, but it's technically not, I guess, and I'm cold and tired, so bear with, I guess. Oh, sorry. In 2176, a Virginian patent clerk named Michael Moser Lang brought a Locust concealed in a shoulder-mounted video camera to a photo opportunity between Enrique Aguilar, President of the United North American States, and Chinese People's Federation Premier Ying Xiong. At a distance of about 25 meters, Lang pierced the kinetic barriers covering the stage with the first burst, and when Xiong heroically tackled Aguilar to remove him from the line of fire, Lang's succeeding bursts went through the Premier's body and fatally wounded both men. Donovan Hock's collection contains 2 antique ivory-handled Locusts, modified to take thermal clips. A detachable data drive rests in the lining of the box, containing Omnitool specifications for fabricating copies. A quick trip to the extranet reveals one of the weapons has the same serial number as Lang's original. This is a fake, it's extremely well made. And I believe finally, let's talk about Lady Liberty. The Statue of Liberty was the target of several terrorist attacks over its 210-year lifetime. But in 2096, a motley group called Freedom's First finally brought the statue down. Protesting the induction of Canada and Mexico into the United North American States, the New York chapter of Freedom's First wanted a symbol that they would secede from this new union if necessary. In the early morning hours of November 1st, they smuggled small arms and 15.5 tons of high explosive onto Liberty Island. That's a lot. Shooting or capturing the guards, they planted the explosives under the pedestal and detonated them at 2:37 a.m. The statue crashed to the ground in pieces, unexpectedly killing 4 of the Freedom's First terrorists. The remaining team members were apprehended after long manhunts, but the damage was done. The outrage of the secessionists kindled the fire of the Second American Civil War. Well, this is all extremely believable. On November 4th, President Caitlin Chung, perhaps less believable, signed an executive order to rebuild the statue. Approximately 1/10 of the steel beams and copper plating from the destroyed statue was recovered and used in creating the new one. The original's head was put on display at the National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. It remained there for 2 years, until the Battle of Washington. During heavy shelling by secessionist forces, the head disappeared. A new statue was completed in 2101, and the fate of the original pieces was left up for speculation and pop physics. Sorry, I just completely blanked out there for a minute. A new statue was completed in 2101, and the fate of the original pieces was left for speculation and pulp novels. Interest flared up briefly in 2159 when photos surfaced of the head in the cargo hold of a star freighter, but by that time human media were far more concerned with the future. In the face of humanity spreading out among thousands of new planets, a statue titled Liberty Enlightening the World seemed small and quaint by comparison. Yes, I'm still with you. Apologies for that. I just completely vagued out. Yeah. And I believe that, yep, it's no longer flashing. That is all our codex for today, and it only took half an hour. This is why I like doing these week on week, because if you're only doing new stuff, it doesn't take as long as last week when it was just reading for nearly 3 hours. But here we are, back in our room with the orb. Still the most threatening thing you could possibly have on a coffee table. Shall we maybe go and do a mission? If we look in our journal, which is now flashing, we have new dossiers. We want to go and get Tali. We want to get Justica Samara. We want to get Thane Krios. Oh, that's cool. It gives us flags that 2 new loyalty missions are available. So that's almost definitely what we're going to be doing. And also stop the collectors. That's probably a thing we should do at some point. Also Arrival, also Overlord. Like I say, with the DLC I will be doing Overlord at some point, just when I decide to. Lair of the Shadow Broker will be either near the end of the game or after the final mission, because you can do that. Unless you die on the final mission, which I do not intend to do. It's actually quite tricky, but it's very possible. And Arrival is definitely post-game, because that is the one that's designed to flow into Mass Effect 3. So let's go and talk to Miranda and Jacob. Our favourite question mark space Nazis. Kelly, any emails? I still haven't turned dialogue back on. One day I may remember how to do my sound settings for a stream. However, you didn't tell me whether or not I had emails. I don't have emails, thanks Kelly. Anything to say, Kelly?
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that King Malenko was there. How did that go?
Yes, and that's the other thing, is we've just completed a plot mission, so we should probably go and talk with everyone.
It was good to see him.
Do you have strong feelings for him?
Flirt, flirt, flirt.
Would it bother you if I did, Kelly?
No, I'm just making sure my commander isn't going bonkers. It's not like I'm trying to be a friend. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
I legit don't understand what she just said there. Like, there were like 7 different mixed messages in there, and I don't get it.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
That's just investigating.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Maybe we will. Yes, so it's interesting, like, I've been...
So, Hadley, how you gonna spend your next furlough?
You really think we'll have another shore leave?
Of course. Shepard's forming the best team this galaxy has ever seen. We're gonna kick some ass.
I'm sure you're right, Matthews.
Thank you. Yeah, no, speaking of Callie, I know I've been going on about this throughout this whole thing, of the fact that there's no... that she's the only queer content, and she's a, like, mechanically second-class relationship that doesn't count for achievements or anything. And it's interesting, because I've been talking about this all the time, and an article has just recently come out about it, like, seen it linked around a lot in the last day or so, about the reason for that, because apparently Jack was meant to be queer, because you can tell from the everything about her. And then after there was all the backlash over women being able to have sex with Liara in the first game, and then there was a Fox News report during the development of Mass Effect 2 saying that it was just going to be a sex video game for, I don't know, dissolute millennials. And so they cut all the queer content out of it to try and avoid that backlash. Because, once again, why are people? Hey, Joker, are you going to make any really weird takes?
Hey, Commander. It's, pretty crazy the people you can run into out here, huh? I mean, it was probably a setup or something, but it was still good to see Caden. Staff Commander Alenko, wasn't it?
He moved on. I can't blame him.
He was frontline with you against a Reaper, and I'm the one who gets roped back into saving the galaxy? Did someone switch our files?
You're the force that pulls it all together, Joker.
Yeah, it sucks, I'll give you that.
Yeah, no, Caden was never frontline. We had him in the squad for Eden Prime because that's required by the mechanics of the game, and I don't think we ever had him again.
I assume everything's going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
It's actually kind of funny.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Edie, anything to say?
Yes, Shepard.
That's all for now.
Special.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Running in heels. It's just such a standard RPG thing of, you're back at the hub, do the rounds, talk to everyone. Are there any more upgrades we can get? I forget. No. Well, we could reselect, but I have no desire to do that.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Any more war
Not at the
crimes?
moment. Think I've unlocked collector interest in humans. Wait, no. Only one heart. Krogan have two. Scratch that. Anything else?
Okay, nothing.
I'll let you
cool.
work.
We'll be here if you need me.
I know. Because we keep a very tight leash on you, because if we let you out of our sight, God only knows what you'd end up doing. Jacob, I hear you had a thing for me. I'm probably going to accidentally weirdly flirt at you. Gotta love those professional relationships.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
Always have time for my crew. What is it?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... Well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
Which sounds like a quote you'd see on a terrible, trashy magazine you buy at a supermarket. Like, copy of Take a Break or Real Talk or something. It's just like, I got pinged by a ghost.
I'm listening.
My private log got an
That was funny
update
to
about
me.
the Hugo Gernsback, the ship my father served on. It sent an SOS
Good
last
reference.
week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
I'd think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
I think we can spare the time.
That's
Pass the
interesting.
coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
Right. No, this is the incorrect way. This is the correct way. So yes, now I have his loyalty mission. And again, even with the people we don't like, we're gonna do their loyalty missions because they're interesting story-wise. because they're mechanically useful for the end game, and just because I'm doing everything. Casimir, anything to say?
There you are.
No. If you walk into a room and somebody just goes, "There you are," and then stops, just leave. It's not worth it. Miranda, I hate you. Had a thing for me. Any more war crimes?
Shepard, I find myself in the unpleasant position of asking for your help.
Love you too.
I don't like discussing personal matters, but this is important.
Miranda, you're one of my crew. Tell me what's on your mind.
You remember what I told you about Father?
Hi, Soph.
Building a dynasty? There was another reason I went to Cerberus for protection. I have a sister, a twin, and he's still hunting her. Cerberus has kept her safe, until now. She's living a normal life on Ilium, safe and hidden from my father.
So you think your father's tracked her down?
Precisely, Commander. My sources indicate he knows that she's on Ilium. I've tried to keep her hidden without impacting her life, but I'm out of options. He's too close. I need to relocate my sister's family before it's too late.
What do you need me to do?
My father is extremely persistent. I'd like to go to Ilium when Cerberus is moving the family to make sure none of his agents get too close. My contact's name is Lantea. She'll be waiting for us in a lounge near the Nos Astra docking bay.
So this is yet another thing telling us to go to Ilium, which we've got like 6 different missions that all start with.
Weren't you originally stationed on Horizon?
Yes. If I hadn't joined Cerberus,
Do you have
I'd
to
be
talk
abducted
over
by
me?
the Collectors right now.
Wow, you really dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I couldn't take that. They creep the hell out of me.
Guys, I am the captain of this ship, and as such, when I'm doing commentary, you can all keep quiet. Got it? Good. But yes, hi Soph, you've not missed a huge amount, just me reading the codex and then tooling around the Normandy talking to everyone. Yeah. That's about it. That's something. Yes, like I say, we've got about 6 different missions that all start with go to Ilium, so as you might guess, that's another kind of mini hub world like Omega was.
How may I help you, Commander?
No, you're not going to say.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
That's a really weird, dead-eyed chair turn there. Hi, Garrus. Are they calibrated yet?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
Are you just
I'll be here if
really
you need
bad at calibrations that they're not done yet? Your eyes working again is good. It would be... I mean, on a purely selfish note, it would be difficult to watch the stream without them. Zaid, done any more murders while I wasn't looking? This is the wrong room. This is Grunt's room, but in many ways that's the right room, because Grunt is great.
Shepard.
Grunt.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
The hold is too open, not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Granth would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this, picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info's floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Sasari, all soft. Quarians,
the connection on
not
those
so
shoulder
much.
pads looks weird.
Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
Like I say, Grunt's awesome.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Yeah, I do not remember loving Grunt this much the first time I played this game, but I was much younger and an idiot. Here's just... like, they've taken the kind of fat-grown Universal Soldier thing and done really interesting things with it, just turned it into the whole kind of existential dilemma of having just been created, fully formed. Zaid, any more murders?
Back for another lesson.
Nope. There is nothing I want to learn from you, bye. Jack, want any more threateningly sapphic conversations?
Hey.
God, just thinking about their relationship, it just turns into that that one tweet that's always going around about how all gay people have a type, and that type is people that can murder us.
Tell me something I don't know about you.
Nothing to tell. Why?
I want to know more, and I'm not going away.
Yeah,
I'm here to fight for you.
Totally
Nothing says
see
we have
that
to be friends, but whatever.
That the flirting
Something you don't know, huh?
was originally
obvious stuff
there.
like what's up with my ink, or something else just as boring. You're not really interested unless it affects you. I've been through all this shit before.
Yeah, like I say, you can see that this is actual flirting, and they just had to cut the actual romance path out of it.
I could be genuine. You have no way of knowing.
I have eyes, and I have history. You'll back off. As soon as you realize you're not the first, and I'm immune to your help.
I'll bite. What's with the tattoos?
Some are for prisons I've been in. Some are for kills. You know, good ones. Some are for things I've lost. Those aren't your business. They're nobody's business. And some are because, hey, why the fuck not?
And they're all dope as hell, so...
You work pretty hard at not letting people get close.
I've been with lots of people. If you're asking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no. It's a waste of time and it never works. You let someone get that close, it just means they need a shorter knife. Lonely and alive works just fine, thanks.
Seems like you miss it a little more than you want to admit.
Pick every little word apart if you want, but it doesn't change the way the galaxy works. Come on, you've been around.
You're tough, but you can't have survived alone all these years.
When I was starting out, I ran with this girl Minara and her boyfriend. They knew their way around. I thought they'd help me. Right. They helped me into their bed. And when we finally did take down something big, they helped themselves to my share of the take. I knew where it was heading. And I got them first. Never bothered with friends after that.
Yeah, so... there we have confirmation that even with this romance path dummied out, we've still got Jack as probably canonically queer and poly, and we love her for it. Absolute queen.
They sound like selfish pricks. That doesn't mean they were gonna kill you.
I get feelings. I don't need proof. I did the smart thing. I always do the smart thing if people fuck with me. That's probably something you should remember.
I have to go, but we should do this again.
Wait. My turn with the questions. People usually walk by now. Why are you really asking all these things? What's your game, Shepard?
I've never met anyone like you.
Whatever. It'll come back to what you can take. It always does. Later, Shepard.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, when you know that the romance path was there, it's blindingly obvious. To be honest, it was blindingly obvious beforehand. You just take one look at her character design and you're just like, this woman is not straight. And thus we have talked to everyone and been reminded that Jack and Grant are the best. But now, to the galaxy. And probably to Ilium, because that's where everything seems to be pointing me. And specifically, I'm thinking of heading for Miranda's loyalty mission. Because that starts off at Ilium, and also we can go shopping and stuff while we're there. Like I say, I want to prioritize doing loyalty missions, because they are the good. Yes, I think we all want to play that version. And like... Oh, I haven't... Why haven't I scanned the rest of the system? I was reading about it. Apparently even the voice actor for her didn't know, because they voice acted all the romance stuff and everything. And she always understood the character as pansexual, and then... Yeah, and then the game comes out. There is so much stuff now. All the tooltips all the time. We are going to the Crescent Nebula to Ilium. Choo! But first we scan everywhere else. You know what? We need some minerals. Specifically, some platinum would be good.
Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched.
There's the kind of platinum spike we want.
Probe away.
And good anymore. Only so much scanning I can even be bothered to do right now. Let's just tag all the planets just to get the number to go up. Next cell. Bergal. Panolus. Don't know why I find that name very funny, but I do. But more importantly, Ilium. Ilium is a classic garden world developed to serve as an entrepot between the Terminus systems and the Asari republics. To abet this trade, the normally stringent customs laws of Council Space on product safety, prescribed materials, and sapient trafficking are relaxed. Why would you ever relax laws on people trafficking? Just saying. Officially, Ilium is not an Asari world. It's colonized and operated by Asari corporate interests. This gives it the same legal latitude enjoyed by the human corporate research enclaves of Bavaria. Ilium is one of the youngest Asari colonies settled during the 7th expansion wave. The first child born on the world is only now reaching her middle age, but remember that Asari middle age is a lot later than ours. The world is hot and massive. Ground settlement is only possible at the higher polar latitudes. In more equatorial locations, the population is housed in arcology skyscrapers to escape the heat of the surface. Just felt you needed the description. Let's land on Ilium. Heavy weapons can give you a fighting chance in certain death situations. Well, then they're not certain death, are they? Ah. Okay, who am I taking? I should probably take Miranda on account of I'm here for her loyalty mission. And I'm going to take Jack because the idea of Miranda and Jack going shopping together is amazing. I haven't used Miranda in a while. She has a ton of points. Okay. Oh yes, I'm still in Blood Dragon armor. I forgot about that. That's a very kind of classic Blade Runner skyline. I approve. I know a main thing about us always having dramatic docking cutscenes, but I'm a sci-fi nerd and they're cool, so. There's some loud servos. You might want to get them looked
Commander Shepard. We've been instructed to waive all docking and administration fees for your visit.
Sweet.
My name is Karina. If you need information about the area, it would be my pleasure to assist you.
Who instructed you to waive the fees?
The order came from Liara Tassoni, who paid all fees on your behalf. She also asked that I direct you to speak with her at your convenience. She's near the trading floor.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Again, welcome to our city, Commander.
I can find
Please
my way
enjoy your
around.
stay.
I have a notoriously great sense of direction.
Customs records indicated just a car named Samara is visiting this port, Shepard.
I know.
Her former teammate, Liara Tassoni, may have more information. Her office overlooks the trading floor. You may wish to speak with her regarding the whereabouts of Thane Krios, the assassin on your dossier, as well. Also, I have a message for Miss Lawson. Lantea has reserved a room at Eternity and will be waiting.
Thank you, Edie.
Are you done? Okay, cool. Yeah, we know all of those things. Those are why we came to this planet. You think I'm just hit by fish? I'm partially hit by fish. But first, let's see what Miranda thinks of the view.
You have to give the Asari credit. Ilium is a cultural marvel. Humanity can learn a lot from their ingenuity.
Way to value other races purely for what you can take from them. Can you hear yourself sometimes? I swear to God. I am disappointed. Anyway, we have an actual map. Hooray! Bunch of shops, and then all the other bits are mostly tagged to other missions.
You don't understand. I lost it somewhere near the transport terminal.
You're right.
Pardon me, I'm on a call.
Okay. Sorry, I'm used to when people loudly have problems being able to get involved.
Sell at 25.
And
No, you're not hearing me.
solve their problems myself.
Buy it all up. Excuse me, are you Commander Shepard?
Yes.
You're Commander Shepard? I saw I guess you would say your aura. I'd recognize you anywhere.
Is it the plate armor? Or the laser
I was
gun?
asked to give you a message if I saw you. It's from a friend you made on Novaria.
Has that friend rendered as a big black blob?
I met a lot of people on Novaria.
And I
Could
could
you
see
be more
some
specific?
of them.
I believe the message itself should make it clear. Shepard, we hide. We borrow. We build. But we know that you seek those who soured the songs of our mothers. When the time comes, our voice will join with yours, and our crescendo will burn the darkness clean. Thank you, Shepard. The Rachni will sing again because of you.
How did you possess another Asari? You can't just take over people's minds like that.
Peace, Shepard. The Rachni Queen does not control my thoughts. That was merely the message I was asked to deliver. I encountered her on an uncharted world. She saved my life. More than that, she gave me a purpose. They are an amazing people, Shepard. The galaxy owes you a great debt for giving them a second chance.
Thank you for giving me that information. I'm glad my friend on Novaria is doing well.
Be well, Commander Shepard. You will not see me again.
And that's why I don't even have a name on the subtitles. So yeah, that's cool. We now have, somewhere in the galaxy, there's a new colony of psychic bugs.
Are you shorting prefabs?
That are now indebted to us. Yay.
Holy
You have a
crap,
name.
Shepard? I thought you were dead.
Where did I meet you? Were you on Neveria too? I think you were.
Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened? No, wait, probably classified. Forget I asked. You just have to lie. It's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm Gianna Parasini, Novaria
yes.
Internal Affairs. You helped me nail Administrator Analeas.
Happy to help. What happened to Administrator Analeas?
He made the one mistake Novaria won't tolerate. He got caught taking their money. He's doing a few years in white-collar prison. More importantly, he won't work in the field again. Sit down. If I remember right, I owe you a beer.
Yeah, well, I've been randomly drinking a lot this
What
game,
brings you to
so...
Ilium? You know, that you can talk about.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies.
Classified
I'm gonna
information,
stop
what's
them.
that?
Damn, Shepard. For me, a tough job involves more paperwork.
I'd love if her clothing texture felt less like the old game.
Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later? And don't forget to drink your beer.
What? That glass is empty. That glass is empty. Oh yeah, okay, but it's a note. Shepard had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. A sorry merchant smuggling schematics from Neveria. Can you talk her into showing you good stuff? We're spies now. And we're probably very bad at it. Let's convince the tech.
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
Of course. I can help you with a consult and figure out what options work for you.
Excuse me, no, I think what you mean is Traveler could not handle my best tech upgrades.
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high-quality equipment.
I'm
Feel
someone
free to
who
look
has
around.
high-quality
My
equipment.
store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Ilium.
But I'm also charming as heck.
Is everything here so expensive? I'd planned to drop a lot of credits today.
Really?
I'm outfitting a team for a dangerous mission. I need the best, and I'm willing to pay for it, as long as you work with me.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk.
Yeah,
Here,
you can.
A small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is one thing. Very advanced design. Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Novaria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Parasini, you set me up! But this isn't Novaria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to find you out of business.
Do you have the authority to seize the schematic she's trying to sell?
I don't have to. Hermia was under suspicion. We leaked a faulty device to her. All this thing will ever do is blow up in your face.
I need to go. I have to talk to my lawyer.
Talk fast, Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him. Ah, that was good. I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
Some of that good old-fashioned corporate espionage. Also, let's see if they don't buy. Biotic damage upgrade for the squad, maybe. Double the time limit for bypass, that's really not important, but it's also only 25 grand, and getting upgrades lets you get more upgrades, so I think I will.
We can use this!
Metagel, absolutely. Yeah, I'll buy that, so Jack can just rip people apart even more. There you go. I have all your tech upgrades. Cool. Why did I have to come over here? What can you say to me here that you couldn't say to me, like, 10 meters away?
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
Weirdly racist? Cool. Take a shot.
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop, or CSEC. but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean. Hell, at least this time I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
I don't know what you mean, Soph. I too like to, every time I've bought something at a shop, just bellow, "We can use this!" afterwards.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard. See you around.
Cool, well that was a side quest that happened, but we got some XP.
I need minimal heat increase. And speed.
Up there is Eternity, where we will be going to meet the contact from Miranda's thing.
Safe, too. I need a 100% safe.
But there are more shops down here, so let's go shopping. Where am I going now?
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. It's not a dance.
I don't care about all your ongoing conversations, frankly. You don't even have names. The game is identifying you by species. I probably don't care. You, however, have a name. Serena.
Sorry, I'm busy right now.
But you're busy right now. But what's through this door?
Another difficult development for
More
human
doors.
expansion as the colony on Horizon has been attacked. The Council has suggested that the attacks are
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
I don't know.
Shiala.
No,
Do we know that name?
I haven't had him.
Shepard. I don't suppose you'd remember me. I'm Shiala.
Ah, yes.
We met on Pharos during the Geth attack.
I mean, I do recognize
Saren
you
had
because you're
given
green.
me to the Thorian creature as a slave, and you killed it. And saved me. I promised to help Zoo's Hope recover. I'm actually here on Ilium for just that purpose.
Yes, of course I remember you. You are like the only green Asari I've ever seen. Were you green before the Thorian was using you?
How's Zoo's Hope
Important
doing?
questions
We've
here.
done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
Did it affect anything that I didn't do that one side quest?
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again, or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zoo's Hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive, and the Thorian is dead. Though, after all you went through to kill it, I understand your concern.
Yeah, I said
I
wall
fear
cysts
that after
all the
our
time.
adventure on Pharos, my purpose on Ilium will seem mundane by comparison.
Is there something I can do to help?
I'd appreciate it. I've reached the limits of my diplomatic abilities, and I prefer not to start trouble. Some of the colonists had health problems as a result of the Thorian control. We hired a colonial survey group to do some medical scans. But the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, it's wildly insensitive and also marks the renegade option. But on the other hand, I was literally just asking this question IRL, so I have to.
Wait a minute, Shiala. You were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue, like normal Asari.
Those health problems I said were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died, my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian. It is disconcerting.
I'll talk to the survey group.
I appreciate it, Shepard. The Barrier Frontiers representative knows about the issue.
I just walk around with a billboard saying, "Do you have a problem? Maybe I can solve it."
Nothing to declare? Move along.
Okay. Who's Irinia?
I saw your conversation, human.
Oh, that's who
You're
we're going
here to
for.
complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Theros signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
Wow. Thanks, I guess.
Why are you insisting on these tests? What use could they possibly be?
Their use is not your concern. A legal binding contract was signed. Nothing else matters. All of you. Humans, Solarians, Turians. You come to our planet, then complain that our laws don't suit you. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
You really think this is legal? Maybe Ilium's contract analyst should look it over.
You ignorant yokel. I was negotiating contracts when your ancestors were still burning witches and enslaving each other. I haven't lost a contract dispute in 70 years. Try me.
So you'd be this harsh in your contract terms if these were Asari colonists?
If they were Asari, they'd be dealing with problems unleashed by another race. Asari like my bondmate, who died when the Geth rebelled against the Quarians. Or my daughters, who died during the Geth attack on the Citadel. One worked in the embassy, the other was a greeter for the consort. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
But what if I was super charming?
Why was your bondmate on the Quarian homeworld?
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art. Said they had old souls. I think that's where my daughters got it from. Both of them loved talking with people, exploring new cultures.
They sound like wonderful people. The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I'm not. I didn't.
Hi, would you like me to weaponize the memory of your dead family? But this is the good guy option. Somehow.
I'm sending an amended contract. No more tests, no fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
Yay! More numbers went up. From me wildly manipulating somebody with the memory of their dead wife. Great. Let's go shopping. Star charts? I don't know what those are about. Yes. They're only 500 credits, so I'm going to buy them. Yeah, I literally do not know what these are about.
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah. I had to deal with Arinya, though. I feel like I need a shower.
So,
what do you expect? She's a
got
pureblood.
those star
They're all
charts,
like
don't
that.
know how. Don't know what to do with them.
You did it. I just got the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. You've saved Zoo's hope again. I don't think I could have... Is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form. Isn't anything ever just fixed?
Well, this trilogy is kind of predicated on repercussions of your choices in past events, so no, sorry. Stuff's gonna keep happening.
You've got the power to make a difference, Shiala. Not everyone does.
You're right. You gave us a chance by saving the colony. I can't let them down. I won't. Thank you for what you've done here, Shepard. I'll keep doing what I can. Maybe sometime when I'm not organizing the colony and you're not doing whatever you do.
Well, that was awkward flirting made all the more awkward by the fact that I'm wearing glowing plate armor.
You know Irinya won't even talk to the non-Asari customers. It's like she's turned pureblood into her
I don't
religion
care.
or something.
Can NPCs stop?
I heard she lost her daughters when the Geth attacked the Citadel.
Shops are over there. Cool. And then will have hit all of the shops and can start doing quests. Yes, her experience and her stats has made me a better person.
To deal with before that.
Can't afford anything on Shepard or Jack. I can get Miranda's overload upgrade 3. I'll take that. Sweet.
You're sure gateway weapons and armor are good enough for a
The store's over there. And don't get cute. The whole place is monitored.
Always float wearing gold-plated armor. Well, more power to you, really. It's quite a move. Also, I love that the sales assistant here knows exactly how pointless her job is when everything's on a computer catalog. More health would be good, but it is 90 grand. More submachine gun damage would make my locust even better. Assault rifle damage I'm less bothered by. I mean, I want to eventually buy everything if possible, but I can't remember if credits are quite as plentiful in this as they were in the last game. Or amplifier plates, which are a weapon component. They're only 2 grand, why not? Not gonna not gonna spend all my money on those yet.
Blue Rose of Ilium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it.
Okay, I know I said NPCs stop talking, but if they're all adorable Krogan poets, they can go for it. If a girl wearing plate armor flirted with you, you jump into her arms. Well, yeah, okay, you've got me there. Same. More fish. And an Alliance cruiser model. The Athabasca freighter model. Let's just buy all the stuff to decorate our office.
Blue Rose of Ilium, you have blossomed in the tower.
And we have hit all the shops.
Going to try and make it as a commando?
Why not?
So next up.
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring? That's horrible. There's a 12-page contract.
First time Spectre would play by the rules. This one has forgotten whether it's heat sink.
Wow, they've doing the Blasto advert, which is, again, it's one of the memes. God, everyone is talking on Ilium. I'm trying to do a stream here, guys. Quiet. Oh, we should go up to Liara's office and see what she wanted. That might be a thing to do. I'm here.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Liara will be pleased to see you.
You're Liara's assistant.
Yes. Liara relies upon me to acquire useful intelligence.
So
I
you're a
don't
spy.
have her network of contacts, but I supply her with supplemental data. It's really an honor to work with her.
You're Liara's assistant.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's
Liara
the
relies
same
upon... I don't have her network of contacts. It's really an honor to work with her.
Cool.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander.
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before?
Yay.
Few humans
Liara's
have.
back.
I'll make
And her
it
facial
simple.
animation is better
Either
now.
you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind. Shepard! Nixeris, hold my calls.
Take the helmet off. Pro tip. Don't try and make out with your combat helmet still on. Just saying. I'm gonna change my arm when I get back to the ship.
My
if I
sources
realize-
said you
if I
were
remember.
alive, but I never believed. It's very good to see you.
You have sources now?
A few. Sources, contacts, even a little hired muscle. I've been working as an information broker. It's paid the bills since you... well, For the past 2 years. And now you're back, gunning for the Collectors with Cerberus.
Yep.
If you know that, then you know that I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here, things I need to take care of.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise. Someone I can trust.
We've probably got one of them.
If you could
It's
disable
me.
security at key points around Ilium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
What's this all about, Liara? Can't you just talk to me?
Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I
This
don't
is
trust
awkward.
you. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
God, I love timed side minigame missions.
There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara. Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
I'm looking for Thane Krios. He's supposed to be here on Ilium.
The assassin? Yes. He arrived here a few days ago. My sources tell me he may be targeting a corporate executive, Nisana Dantius. He contacted a woman named Serena. Serena has an office in the cargo transfer levels. Perhaps she can tell you where Krios is.
Well, there you go. That's why she had a name but wouldn't talk to us yet.
Thanks for the help. That's all I needed to know.
Of course. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
So yes, and this is also where we'll start with Shadow Broker, but again, that's either endgame or postgame.
How's your own work going?
Everyone needs information, Shepard. You want to know why I don't drop everything to join you? I need to get that data. It should be about friendship, or trust. But that's not the way it works on Ilium. Let me know when you hack those terminals. Give me that, and I can talk to you.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time.
Yes, you said this.
You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Cool, well that was productive on a number of levels. While I guess being technically unproductive because we didn't actually do anything. Now where am I headed? Oh, this is back at the top, so Eternity, there we go.
Do you have anything flashier? I want something that says...
I remember also loving Thane. He'll be the next thing once we've got these loyalty missions nailed down. Synthetic Insights, I remember those guys.
Welcome to Synthetic Insights.
I stole a bunch of stuff and had a firefight. Yes, Thane also has very strong gay vibes, and yet.
Ms. Lawson, I'm glad you've made it. We've had a complication.
What happened? Is Ariana alright?
She's fine, but you listed a man named Niket as your trusted source. He contacted me, warning that your father has sent Eclipse mercenaries to make a sweep. He suggested that the Mercs might be watching for you personally. He's offered to escort Oriana's family to the terminal instead.
You didn't mention anything about Niket.
He's a friend. He and I go back a long way.
Do you want to bring in any of your other Ilium contacts, Ms. Lawson?
No. You and Niket are the only two I trust on this.
Not sure what's up with her animation there, that was going a bit choppy.
What information do you have about the mercenaries?
I've confirmed that they're Eclipse, and that they're working for an organization Ms. Lawson warned us about. I could try to alert the authorities, but so far they've done nothing illegal.
You made the right decision. We'll handle this ourselves.
It's your sister, Miranda. What do you want to do?
Lantea, we'll follow Niket's suggestion. Shepard and I will take the car and draw their attention. Have Niket escort the family to the shuttle. Give him full access to the family's itinerary, just to be safe.
Understood, Ms. Lawson.
So the plan is for us to get shot down by Eclipse while your sister gets to safety?
Eclipse will be under orders to take my sister alive. They won't risk anything that could kill us.
I doubt Eclipse will send all their people just to stop you. Do you want to give Niket any backup?
Niket can take care of himself. Besides, any armed backup just draws attention to him.
I'm ready whenever you are, Miranda.
Jack is here
Thank
too.
you, Shepard. I appreciate this. I hadn't planned on Eclipse, but they never planned on you.
One woman murder machine that I am. So we've got to take Miranda, and yeah, let's do Jack. Everyone's got the weapons they want, except Miranda. Do you really want that kind of hurts when you can have balance?
Damn it! Eclipse mercenary gunships. They'll be dropping troops in the cargo areas.
Turned into the start of Attack of the Clones a bit there. Felt like we were going to be chasing down cars.
Put us down in that cover behind them.
Let's hope they really do want to take us alive.
Hold fire! I said hold fire, damn it!
10 out of 10 seamless landing. Very good job.
I got this.
Since you're not firing yet, I trust you know who I am.
Yeah, they said you'd be in the car. You're the bitch that kidnapped our boss's little girl.
Kidnapped? This doesn't involve you. I suggest you take your men and go.
Think you've got it all lined up, huh? Captain Inyala's already moving in on the kid. She knows about Niket. He won't be helping you.
You're not getting Miranda's sister. If you push this, it'll go badly for you.
Captain Inyala ordered us to give you one chance to walk away. This whole time we've been talking, my men have been lining up shots. When I say the word, we unleash hell on your squad. So I suggest you walk away nicely, unless you want things to get ugly.
I know I said I wasn't going to go for renegade options all the time, but
we've been spotted.
On the other hand, cold cocking somebody mid-conversation is funny.
Go, go, go!
Gotcha!
Oh,
quickly just enable all my ammo powers. I don't know, cryo.
We've got casualties! Get ready to burn! Watch for the drone!
Was it impressive, Miranda? Was it really? See, that was impressive. No, this is just a kitchen. This is just the back of a shipping area. Where am I going? I no longer have a map because I'm in a combat area. So presumably keep going the way they were. And there'll be another thing to do. Oh yeah, because we've got to stop more control beacons.
Come on, we need to get to Niket.
And also Niket, yes. Just reminding myself. That hasn't updated, dang it. Because I think I just said an objective that doesn't even exist, so I'm clearly on form. I don't know what happened graphically there, that all went a bit strange. Apologies.
Hang on, I've got one of their radios. I'll patch us in, see if I can get an idea of what we're up against. Shepard, I think I owe you an explanation. Oriana is my twin, genetically. But my father grew her when I was a teenager. She was meant to replace me. I couldn't let my father do to her what he did to me. So I rescued her. She's almost a woman now.
Why didn't you tell me that we were saving a kid?
She's not a child. She'll be 19 this year. But, well, it didn't seem relevant at the time, I suppose. There are people who'd use her against me. I'm very protective when it comes to Oriana. I'm sorry I didn't trust you sooner. You deserved to know.
I can understand choosing to go your own way, but you stole a young child from her father.
If you knew my father, you would understand. I wasn't the first one he made. I was only the first one he kept. I was brought up with no friends, pushed to meet impossible demands. I wasn't a daughter to him. I don't know what I was. Oriana has had a normal life. I made the right decision.
Oh, Thane was supposed to be by as well. Yep, that tracks. That all very much tracks. Also, yes, 19, still a kid, let's be real. Yes, so Miranda has trauma involving her father being a eugenicist and back-grown children and all of that. But so does Grunt, and he's not a fascist.
If Eclipse knows where Oriana is, they'll be moving in on her soon. We need to hurry.
Agreed. I'm a bit worried by what the Merc said. If they've got to Niket somehow, this is going to be harder than I'd planned. According to the specs I reviewed, we'll need to cut through the cargo processing yard to get to Oriana.
Alright.
Let's go find Niket and Oriana.
Right.
We don't even... Oh, and Tally. Yeah, this all tracks. We don't even get to watch the elevator ride. What kind of Mass Effect is this? But yeah, tell you what, we will cut through the cargo processing yard in a bit. I am going to take a break. It's 3:30. I'm gonna stretch my legs, get some water, all that nonsense. I would recommend all of you all do the same. Well, I don't know, it's Saturday. If you want to go mad and drink some not water, do you. So, I will be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Goodbye. And I'm back. Apologies for the slightly longer than intended break. There was a whole bit where I turned out to forget how a tap works because I'm a functional human being. So yes, shall we have a firefight? Yes, BioWare does weirdly love a eugenics plot, and I don't know why. And yes, they literally named her Golden Child. Like, Oriana can mean golden. It depends which language you're deriving it through. If it's...
They're on the far side of the conveyor line. Time your shots.
Okay.
Incoming!
It depends what it's from. If it's Irish or like Portuguese, it probably means golden.
Man down!
I realise there's a firefight happening that I should maybe participate in.
Hostile combat drone!
If it's Latin, it probably means arisen. Either way, it is very much look at my daughter, Homo superior. You weren't going to get pedantic about it, but have you met me?
I'll destroy you! Run while you... got you!
I'm sending out a drone!
I'll just stand there while they throw a fireball at me. That's good. Good fighting technique.
All fire on the unshoot! Damn it!
One last! Keep the bitch back. The kid is nearing the transport terminal.
Yes. Yes, I knew Miranda is she who is to be admired. Gotta Love naming people after a gerundive. Yeah, I mean, like, admire is the standard kind of cognate, but like, in usage it tends to be more like, more the sense of marveled at. Is this the first Mass Effect stream ever to talk about gerundives? Who can say?
This is valuable.
Probably not.
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
No, never. My aggressive attitude is here to stay. We're going to open this locker and don't you forget it.
Here we go.
Found me some money. There's my aggressive attitude for you. Hello.
Allied force casualty.
Wow. One day I'll learn to aim and then you'll all be sorry.
One down.
Remember how I said we'd buy that biotic power upgrade and then Jack could just tear through people? Well, turns out I was right. No, they said get some cover, I got some cover, nothing happened. Alright. That was them saying over there.
Deploying combat drone!
Yeah, wow, I am doing just awfully here. It's a good thing Jack and Miranda can shoot straight, because I sure as hell can't. I probably shouldn't even be using this gun. Of course Jack's so happy when she's fighting. Like, what about her doesn't make you say, this is a woman who enjoys a fight?
My shields are down!
Are we done? There's something to scan over here, so I should. There you are.
We can use this!
Yay, Metadata capacity research. It'll probably cost materials that I don't have because I've not been mining. Anything in here? Anything in here? A secure terminal I can hack. You say secure, let me tell you. Not gonna be that secure. Come on. More monies. I need that to shop. Without monies, how am I to acquire more fish? Cool, that happened.
Divert everyone except my guard from the cat. I'll handle him and the kid personally.
Damn it, I'm not letting her get Oriana.
Backup systems and rerouting power.
Yeah, reroute power all you like, you're already dead. That was not as witty a one-liner as it might have been, on account of not being witty at all. I should really be using my sniper rifle on account of I'm a class who's meant to be specialised in sniper rifles. Let that explode. Maybe take someone out. No, don't think so.
We've been spotted!
We're not very subtle. Of course we've been spotted. We've made literally no effort to hide.
Fire!
Watch the landing.
People who aren't me don't get to have missile launchers. This is the rule. What did I say? And you didn't follow the rules, and now you're dead. And I'm out.
Brace yourself!
I'll destroy you!
And oh yeah, I burnt all my heavy weapon ammo fighting that Praetorian, didn't I? Maybe that was unwise in the long run.
Watch for the drone!
I need to stop dodging immediately into the path of a fireball. Just saying. Yeah, maybe it was unwise to burn all my heavy weapon ammo, but then maybe I forgot it was persistent.
Light it! The drone!
Again, I would posit that there are perhaps too many big death rattle noises in this game.
Let's try a little fire!
Combat drone!
Kind of like doing the whole thing with the moving conveyor belt obstacle blocking it. It's like we're playing mini golf with bullets.
We can cut down through the cargo line.
Well, yeah, that's the direction we're headed. Because that's where the enemies were. So that's. If you've never been in a firefight before, where enemies are is generally where you want to go. And once you've killed them, you should immediately go there and look for free stuff. Like this guy's PDA. See, there's a corpse here. We could hack his accounts and steal his money. We're the good guys. Oh crap, isn't it? No, it's not. Don't know why I did that. That one. Come on, come on, come on. That one. Maybe having people go every 2 seconds is bad sound design. Yeah, it's a lot. Freezo. They do seem to have very gone on the more is more design philosophy. There's an allegedly secure terminal here that we should hack. That wasn't secure at all. I didn't even need to hack it. You can't call it a secure terminal and then just give 3,000 credits to the first person who comes along and pokes it. That's not what secure means.
Eclipse operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
I mean, they've also attempted to delay me by shooting at me.
Show them how it's done!
I'll destroy you!
It's nice having some of that I'll destroy you on my side now. Used to it just being every female mercenary we meet is all I'll destroy you, but now we have Jack.
Incineration
Combat drone, watch out.
They're through my shield!
Pick that up and I was just like, 260 heavy weapon ammo, what the hell was that? And then I remembered that it works differently for the laser.
Take cover!
You're dead!
Excuse me? That was my cover? That's just rude and now you're dead? Once again, I've been saying this for like a whole game now. There is a very direct correlation between being rude to me and becoming dead.
Maybe the captain knows we're listening in and she's feeding misinformation about Niket making a switch.
Okay, I barely heard them say that in the first place, but sure.
Or maybe it means something else. Niket wouldn't do that. Damn it, why won't this thing go any faster?
Ah, I was enjoying the jaunty music.
What makes you so sure that Niket wouldn't turn on you?
He could have turned on me when I ran away. I'm sure my father tried to buy him off. If he didn't do it then, why would he do it now?
Did Niket know that you took Oriana from your father?
No, he just found out about that recently. It was too personal to involve someone else. I never really thought about it, but maybe... No, he'd have to understand why I did it. He knows what I went through.
Well, you know him, Miranda. If you don't think he'd betray you, then I'm sure there's another explanation.
Because your judgment is perfectly sound all the time.
I guess we'll find out soon enough. And then I'll have a word with this captain in Yala.
Or will they be forwards?
Listen to me. I've got authorization to change their booking.
By will,
I'm sorry, sir.
I.
We're under security lockdown. Until the situation in the cargo terminal is resolved, no passengers can be rebooked.
This isn't worth my time, Niket. I get paid regardless of how the girl gets there.
No. I was told that I could handle this my way. We're not traumatizing the family any more than we... Miri.
This should be fun.
That is a big gun. That is a needlessly big gun. Wow.
Niket, you sold me out.
That. I'm sorry, but that kind of destroyed the scene for a minute. Just that kind of huge flying through frame from one shot. I know that it's a big gun and all, but it all suddenly went a little bit like Looney Tunes.
How do you want to handle this, Miranda?
Why, Niket? You were my friend. You helped me get away from my father.
Yes, because you wanted to leave. That was your choice. But if I'd known that you'd stolen a baby...
I didn't steal her. I rescued her.
From a life of wealth and happiness, you weren't saving her. You were getting back at your father.
How did Miranda's father turn you?
They told me you'd kidnapped your baby sister all those years ago. They said I could help get her back peacefully. No trauma to the family.
I told them you'd never do that. They could go to hell. Then you finally told me what you'd done. I called them back that night.
Why didn't you call me, Niket? We've been through a lot. You could have at least let me explain.
I deserve to know that you'd stolen your sister, Miri. I deserve to know you were with Cerberus. But I had to hear it from your father first.
How much did Miranda's father pay you?
A great deal.
Damn it, Niket! You were the only one I trusted from that life.
He knew you felt that way. That's why he bought me.
So you just took his money?
Don't get holy with me, Miri. You took his money for years.
I knew Eclipse was willing to get their hands dirty, but kidnapping a kid?
I'm not stealing her. I'm rescuing her. Come on, Niket. Let's finish this bitch off and get out of here.
Take your best shot.
I was just waiting for you to finish getting dressed. Or does Cerberus really let you whore around in that outfit?
Wow.
I like her. Are we still recruiting?
Jack. Also, that whole section makes less sense when you've got her in her alternate costume, like I have.
Whether or not you agree with Miranda, Oriana has been with her family for years now.
Her father can still give her a better life.
You don't know what my father wants for her.
I know that I've been poor, Miri. I didn't much care for it.
He wants to take a girl away from the only family she's ever known. Doesn't that tell you what he really is?
If you're working for Miranda's father, that means he knows about Oriana. We need to find a new solution.
Miranda's father has no information about Oriana. I knew you had spy programs in your father's system, Miri, so I kept it private. I'm the only one who knows.
Which means that you're the only loose end. This isn't how I wanted it to end, Niket.
Miranda, wait. You don't want to do this.
Farragon interrupts.
This has to end here, Shepard.
Which I can just about see behind the chat overlay.
Maybe Niket can help. Talk to your father. Just say you got here first.
I'll tell him that you hid her. That I don't know where she is.
I never want to see you again, Niket.
Done.
Well,
now if you don't mind, I have a shipment to deliver.
He was apparently much heavier than that, sorry.
You'll die for that, bitch!
Again, bodies just flying all over the place.
Smoke their ass!
That's nice.
I need support!
Miranda's dead. So much for that loyalty mission, I guess. Seriously, is the gravity here just really low or something? Just there seems to be a lot of bodies flying around. Sometimes you just got to intimidate somebody by shooting a very large gun just above their left shoulder.
This is what we...
This is what we...
I'll kill you all!
She will too. And you're dead. And Miranda's
there
back
could be more
up.
Eclipse mercs near the
done.
shuttle. I want to make sure Oriana and her family get on safely.
Okay, but there were some things to pick up. You'll give me a second while I search for goodies, right? You've met me. See, there was a med kit right over here that we can get. And a locked door we can't use.
All targets eliminated.
Yes, I know, Miranda, that happened a while back. Catch up. This is secure. I don't like an axe. Again, not that secure. You just poke it, it gives you money. A trinket? Love me some trinkets. This locket has a picture of an Asari and a human man. It doesn't look expensive, but likely holds sentimental value. Deliver the locket. Find an Asari looking for a missing locket and possibly having a phone call. I think it's her.
I can't believe Niket sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
Even with all your upgrades, you're human just like the rest of us.
But I let it get personal and I
Apart
screwed
from
up.
our non-human
Why didn't you
roommates.
let me kill him? I could have handled that. But watching him get gunned down by that Asari bitch...
You still cared for him, even if he betrayed you.
You're right. And my father knew it. He used that against me. It's always been like this. My father gave me anything I ever wanted. But there was always a hook, an angle for his long-term plan. I threw away everything he ever gave me when I ran. Except Niket. Weakness on my part?
You can't toss aside everything you care about just to be safe.
It's okay, Shepard.
I mean, you very much can.
My father hurt me, but he didn't break me.
recommend.
As much as he tried to turn me into exactly what he wanted, I'm my own person.
Any other old friends your father might use against you?
No, I cut ties with everyone else. Anyone I'm close to now works for Cerberus. Or you.
No, I abandoned my family
father's
to become
powerful,
a
but he won't cross the
neo-Nazi.
elusive man.
You still have Oriana.
My father didn't give her to me. I rescued her, but yes, you're right. I still have something. Thank you. No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear. There she is.
As two perfectly normal and
She's
inconspicuous
safe.
human women.
With her family. Come on, we should go.
Don't you even want to say hello?
It's not about what I want, it's about what's right for her. The less she knows about me, the better. She's got a family. A life. I'll just complicate that for her.
She doesn't need any details, but would it really be so bad for her to know she has a sister who loves her?
I guess not.
Go on. We'll wait here.
was a weirdly directed moment that I'm not sure had the emotional resonance they were going for. Okay, that just ended. Sure. Miranda's sister and her family successfully placed out a location redacted. Love that place. Mother's new job pays well enough to ensure comfort and ease. We'll keep Oriana under observation for her safety only. Miranda Lawson is too valuable to Cerberus, and Oriana's well-being is the easiest means of procuring loyalty. Miranda remains loyal to Cerberus and now trusts Shepard. Yay! And she now has a biotic slam. She has new clothes. We unlocked some upgrades and some EZO. It is good. Yeah, me too. When the pandemic's over, I'm going to be all over location redacted. Love it there. Very hard to maintain social distancing in location redacted, though. Now this right here is our new album cover. The Three Faces of Woman.
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Oh, I think I'm just going to stop dating for a while.
No, don't do that. Don't let some human spoil you.
Why would I want to listen in on this bachelor party? That sounds awful.
She get sick. She's vulnerable. I wonder what she looks like under the helmet.
Again, you can't have background characters complaining about casual racism when your writing has so much casual racism in it. That doesn't give you a pass.
Users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return your system to authorized.
If this is the best you have, I'll make do.
Now, do I want to do the other things around here, or do I want to...
Customer safety is important.
I'd like to do loyalty missions where possible. Oh, this is not the way I was intending to go. Hi, Liara. I want to do loyalty missions before I do any more main plot missions. So, what have we got going? Oh, we have access to Jack's one. Assignment, find an Asari looking at a missing locket. We'll do that on the way back. And also we have this system hacking to do. All road leads to wife. Yeah, Liara's got her own kind of gravity. Find security terminals. Like where? You've given me no indication of where on Ilium such things would be found. For a hotshot information broker, Liara, you have given me no information.
How can you short sell on prefabs after these human colony attack?
Hello, would you like a locket?
Pardon me, I'm dealing with damn Ilium travel bureaucracy.
Were you trying to get them to help you find this locket?
Oh, Stephen.
Also, your hand just clipped through your own head. Maybe you should look to that.
My daughter was young when he died. This is the only memento she has of him. Please accept this.
Hi, Lily.
It's much
Good to
less
see you
than
on the
I would have
stream.
had to pay the bureaucrats to authorize a search.
There we go.
Great, 500 credits. Just what I always wanted. Is it through here? Yeah, sure. Yes, just find terminals with my findy sense.
Damn it!
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. The Son of Dantius didn't give us time to pack.
Security terminal. Anyone? Anyone? I'm not going to talk to Serena because she is the trigger for, I think it was Thane's mission.
Coming up later today, we release our annual list of Ilium's 10 richest people.
Seriously, whoever did the sound design for Ilium was just
You can sell something that dangerous
deathly
for just a
afraid of
contract and
silence.
waiver?
These are the terminus
Officer
systems.
Dara was the thing
Everything's
for
dangerous,
Samara.
and everything's for sale. Either we tax and monitor
Secure
it,
station, haha.
or the suckers get 'em
Do a hack. It would be really nice if you just spawned the thing. Use the distance meter. God, I love playing hot and cold with my valuable data.
Blue Rose of Ilium.
Yeah, Blue Rose of Ilium, we know.
Embrace and grapple in the glorious struggle that is us, here and now. I am speechless, not with blood rage, but with love. And I stand here, humble and mute, to offer you a home.
Are there more terminals to do?
I'm telling you, relax. Vax will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't get in. Because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Eclipse Mercs, some Justicar, I don't know. Nobody is ever going to see the...
I don't know, that still sounds like an awful thing to legalize. All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required. Who reads labels?
Ah.
So consider it a way to weed out the people too stupid to know their limits.
Come on. Yes, I agree, everyone talks way too loud. Everyone talks extremely loudly about private matters in the middle of the public concourse. You just in time.
She's the last of a dying breed. Won't be many pure-blood Asari left in a few generations.
I feel kind of sad for her.
Don't. I heard she married an Asari herself, had pure-blood kids. She's part of the problem.
Yeah, it's like when you're watching a superhero show and they're having intense discussions about their...
Pure-bloods are a waste of genetic potential. That's how we get throwbacks like the Ardite.
They're all shouting about their secret plans in the middle of a diner.
Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father. Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent...
Do we have more terminals to hack? No? Was that all of them? They're not even listed here anymore? Oh no, it's in missions for some reason. Okay, nope, just find more.
The word you're looking for is pure blood.
We already checked that.
Hey, we're friends. I have never called you that. No, but you're thinking about it. You think it was easy growing up?
That's why you need an omni-gel programming solution that works, whether constructing single-use equipment or breaking down cells.
Are they like activating an order? So will there be ones in places I've already been? This mission is unhelpful. This is not cooperative design.
Are you okay? You seem touchy. It's not biotic neural itching, is it? I've tried everything. Don't let
Yes, you're getting all kinds of space drama happening around me while I run. I'm paying basically no attention to it. I don't think we looked around eternity.
Let's do it.
Excellent. A Batarian training group has announced plans to sue the Citadel Council. The Batarians claim that slavery is an inextricable part of their caste, and that by limiting the slave trade, the council is violating their cultural rights.
I'm sorry, I said I wasn't listening to anything, but was that a thing about Batarians are suing the council because slavery is an intrinsic part of their culture?
We'll figure something
out. And it's like,
Stop
this
worrying.
game.
It's okay, I'll think of something.
Oh, there's
You
conversation
said
too.
Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello, can I help you with something?
I need you to let that slave go. Now.
We prefer the term indentured servant. And I know that Batarian slavers have made humans understandably prejudiced against slavery. Before you do anything hasty, know that this
Other
Quarian
slavery
signed
has
the
made us
agreement
prejudiced against
voluntarily,
slavery.
and her servitude contract is completely legal on Ilium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
What if I bought her myself? I could let her go and everyone would be happy.
A gallant offer with 3 problems. First, her technical skill merits a contract of several 100,000 credits.
There's also a fee for freeing me before my service period ends.
Exactly. And finally, you are clearly a traveler. Her service contract requires that she remain on Ilium.
I don't want them to take me off to a mine somewhere.
I'll talk to the Synthetic Insights rep and see what I can do.
Really? Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Didn't realize there was another side quest happening while I looked for a side quest. But also, is there anything I can do here? Why can't I buy drinks? Why doesn't this console work? Bartender!
Welcome to Eternity. I am Athena, Asari Matriarch and bartender. What can I get you?
You're an Asari Matriarch? I thought Matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know. Not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am.
Black.
Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother fought in the Krogan rebellions. I've pretty much seen it all.
I would talk to you more on account of you being Claudia
Thanks
Black.
for telling me
That's
about
a good
that.
voice to have in
That's
my
what
headphones.
I'm here for, babe. Get you anything else?
I'd like something to drink.
Sure. I'll set up a tab at the drink kiosk. Knock yourself out. Literally, if you want. Just don't drink anything for Turians or Quarians. Does nasty things to your insides. Once saw Krogan drink a liquefied Turian on a dare 6 or 7 centuries back. Nobody came out of that one looking pretty.
I'm sorry, I have to talk to you more.
What's it like
You're
being
very
an Asari
interesting.
Matriarch?
Pretty much like being anything else. My parents had it more interesting than I did.
Okay.
Thanks for telling me about that.
Right. Don't eat the nuts in the Red Bowls. They're for Turians and Quarians. You'll get cramps.
Why thank? Whatever this is, it's rumored to come from the deepest reaches of the Traverse, distilled on a shadowy, nameless planet by specifically adapted torture. Yes, hell yes, I'm buying a mystery drink. Purchase a mystery drink, are you sure? Yes. Goddamn right, I'm sure. Nail it through my plate armor. Mystery drink. Mystery drink. Now I'm really quite laughed after one drink.
Things to do. Maybe after work we could catch
Hi, would you like to buy
Can
that
I help
slave?
you with something?
Oh my god, I could open with would you like a quarry? Oh, that's awful, and yet I want to click it.
How'd you like to get your hands on an expert Quarian AI programmer?
If you'd like to submit a resume,
I am become slave trader.
Is this that slave? Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
Yeah, but have you considered Blue Check?
It sounds like Synthetic Insights is worried about its reputation. Hiring this Quarian would help.
Buying a slave helps our reputation. How exactly do you figure?
Purchase the contract minus the fee for early emancipation, then free the Quarian and garnish wages for reimbursement.
Interesting. We look good for hiring a Quarian, and we can say that we freed slaves out of the goodness of our hearts. All right, I'll run up a contract. The board might wet its pants, but we could use the good publicity. This Quarian had better be good, though.
Cool, I have no evidence whether she is or not. And, frankly, I'm not remotely qualified to be intervening here. Cool, bye! Also, is there a secure terminal around here? It seems not.
Synthetic Insights just sent over the contract. I cannot thank you enough.
I'm happy to help.
Here, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get this service contract transferred.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
Did we just do a good thing? I literally don't know. She's no longer an indentured slave, but she is now a kind of semi-indentured corporate wage slave. So, feels like kind of a wash. But most importantly, we got 40 experience.
As the colony on Horizon has been attacked, the Council has suggested
And even more importantly, where is the secure terminal?
Of course, I can help you with the console to figure out what options work.
You should try it my way. Look at how the wind's blowing.
The council thought that Blasto, the first NR Spectre, would play by the rules.
This one has forgotten whether its heat sink is over capacity. It wonders.
Excuse me, do you know where the secure terminals are? Because I don't. Don't suppose anyone in the chat knows where the next secure terminal is. I have looked everywhere.
25. Sell at 25.
No. You're not hearing me. I want to buy it up. Buy it all up.
Liara, you sent me on this job, do you know? Liara, you sent me on this mission.
It's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
Nope, nothing.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
So you don't know where the secure terminals are either. How do we know that there are more secure terminals?
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. The Son of Dantius didn't give us time to pack.
That was literally just an advert for becoming an indentured servant. I don't know what I can say at this point. Just give me the terminal so I can leave.
This is a recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation.
I've heard all of these sound clips in already.
I didn't mean... Okay, look, I'll take another look at the contract. Maybe it needs...
I'm telling you, relax. Vax will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't get in. Because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Clips works, some justifier.
Nothing down here.
To see the extra merchandise, which is why we're going to Garage.
Did that one.
Oh, blue rose of Ilium.
Shut up.
Let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tachanka. Let our sources surge.
It was right there.
Rain, turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is too strong, it must grow.
Okay. Great. That was excellent use of everybody's time. Thanks, game. Give me the code segments and I'll leave. Oh no, that's bad. He got pushed into the red. What's the next one? Oh, I'm not even looking in the right place. Wow, I'm so on the ball. There we go. Yeah, I know. Stop beeping. Hot and cold time.
It's just... we're looking for weapons. Shouldn't you be taking this seriously?
Hey, I'm 60 years old and finally I have a parent.
Shepard, this is Liara.
There we go.
I've got the data. Come see me when you've got a moment.
I mean, I had a moment just now.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus system.
I like how just doing that quest for my wife is worth renegade points. Oh my god, will everyone shut up? Just for 2 minutes, stop talking. Please. Please stop talking.
Coming up later today, we release our annual list of Ilium's 10 richest people. Are the heavens still bright as sorry blue? Or has the bolus finally rolled to the top?
Okay, go up to here where there will hopefully be fewer people talking.
All this and more on Financial Entertainment Daily.
Liara, you're somebody I actually
good to see you
want to
again.
talk to.
Thank you for getting me that system data. Here. It's not much, but hopefully it will help you on your mission. Do you remember the Shadow Broker? With the data you got me, I may be able to find information caches from his agents.
Are you on the run from the Shadow Broker? I can help you.
Actually, it would be more accurate to say that the Shadow Broker is on
why
the run
did
from me.
you assume
We
she was
crossed
on the
paths
run?
not long after you died. Since then, I've been working to take him down. With this data, I'm a step closer.
Dramatic table hit.
You can't come with me because you're after the Shadow Broker? What if I help you find him?
I'm sorry, Shepard. The galaxy doesn't work that way. I need to find leads, trace information. I need to work. I can't do that on the Normandy. I wish I could.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Thanks, Shepard. I will. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
No.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
No, I just desperately want to leave this loud, loud planet. My journal is now help Liara later. This is the way, thank God. Running, get out of my way, running. Let me off this planet, I hate it. It's loud and I need to go and get a loyalty mission. And also feed my fish. Fish require food. Or require boob. Yes, return to the Normandy. Just do the thing. Go away. I mean, we'll be back to Ilium for those other, 4 missions that trigger off it. And also, apparently, to help Liara later. Create a new command Shepard in a different class or agenda for a new experience. Well, reasonably new. No, I wouldn't say entirely new. It's mostly the same game.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Have I though, Kelly? I seriously don't know who to believe anymore. Appreciate the help from Elizabeth Bainham. She was from Pharos, I think. Hey Shepard, I heard about what you did on Ilium, and I want to thank you for helping out Shoes Hope one more time. We're surviving, barely. Most of X's journey left, but I stayed behind as an attaché to make sure that nothing was left from Thorian. We don't need that problem again. Also, I'm really, really sorry that I shot at you. I'm pretty sure I said that, but I just wanted to reiterate it. Good luck. Thanks. Shoes Hope is alive again because of what you did. Sincerely, Elizabeth Bainham. First fish. Don't know why it says crew members none on deck 1. The hamster and the fish are clearly important parts of the crew, and I have more kinds of fish now. Luckily, they will take the same food, which makes it very convenient. Thank you, fish. Move the orb. Say hello to Antara. Sweet. And also, I want to change my armor, because the Blood Dragon thing has been good, but I'm going to change. I could turn into this ridiculous dreadnought. Or a firefighter, but no, this is specifically Cerberus armor, so no. So is that. Or just back to my hot pink awesomeness. Another thing, didn't I? Yeah, amp plates. Power damage plus 5, or shields 8, melee damage 10. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'm going to go back to that just because I like to be able to see my face on occasion. Away! Back to the CIC. Kelly,
Jack would like to talk with you, Commander.
Cool, yes, I know. Anything you want to tell me about who you're sexually interested in? Because that seems to be how you start conversations.
I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Oak here. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable.
Do we have guarantees that anyone here is mentally
stable? He just doesn't care
stable?
about anything, including who lives or dies.
If in doubt, turn into flirt.
Don't worry, Callie. I wouldn't let him touch you.
If there's any touching being done, you'd better be involved. Anyway,
Yes, we have
What's
done
up?
the full-on kind of disaster sapphic thing of just immediately, straight off there, just being like, hey, wanna have sex? Yes.
Is there anything I should know?
Jack would like to see you down in her hidey hole on the
Yes, we
engineering
did that.
deck. Anything else, Commander?
No, cool, good.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Just had to come here, talk about sex, and leave. And I can check my upgrades. Some machine gun damage up, definitely. And did that unlock SMG shield piercing? Nearly half my iridium, but honestly, that's great, because my locus is already pretty brilliant. Nothing here. Advanced mineral scanner will greatly speed up the planet scanning process. Yes, thank you. Professionalism. Nothing there. Cool. Yes, it's like the wild professionalism of Kelly Chambers is only really, I think, enhanced by the fact that she's meant to be the ship's, like, psychological assessor. And yet she opens every conversation with just like, hey, about that sex.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Some other time. About to test new bioweapon.
Excuse
Not
me?
on us, of course. Didn't think I had to specify, but Joker got nervous. Anything else?
No, that doesn't make it better. Don't make new bioweapon and test on anything. Don't make new bioweapon. No bioweapon. No, Morton.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Can we not let him work? Can we just stop him working? His work is not good. Jacob,
I hope we can clear up what's going on with the Gernsback, Commander. Doubt my father's alive after all this time. Was there anything else? Just eager to get going.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
I mean, yeah, the power dynamics are super sketchy with Shepard and Callie anyway, because...
Jack would like to talk to you.
Yes, I know. I mean, I don't know if I'm technically her superior, because she reports to Miranda and the Elusive Man. I don't really have any authority in Cerberus. But still very much yes. It's Morden with the ethics stick. Morden has never even considered the existence of the ethics stick.
I was just thinking about you.
That's it. That's the whole conversation. Cool. Thanks, Casimir. Miranda. Would you like to talk about the bit where we just had a dramatic reunion that then wasn't dramatic, was really weirdly directed, and also we killed a bunch of people?
Thanks again, Shepard. Taking the time to help me with my sister. I couldn't have reached Oriana in time without your help.
Romantic Callie is very unsatisfying, yes, but I will take the queer content I can get, frankly.
I'm glad Niket tried to redeem
Although
himself.
that said, I am
for what good it did.
debating.
Thank you for stopping me, Commander.
Because, really, my romance options in here are romance nobody. Although, frankly, I've already flirted enough with Callie that even if I romance nobody, I think I'll probably end up sleeping with her. But then that doesn't matter for the purposes of any other relationships. Oh well, there's also the potential to... Yeah, the sexy dance is not actually sexy. I can do that and or stay with Liara in You Get a Chance, I think, to do some romance content with her in Lair of the Shadow Broker. You can do that even if you slept with Callie, because she's quote-unquote not a real romance route and doesn't lock you out of anything. My stream has glitched on my phone. I really hope you can all see this still. Well, I'm sure I'll see something in the chat one way or the other. Yeah, or I was considering we could sleep with Thane, because really the next best thing for queer content is having sex with aliens. And also, we've paused on this particular tableau for way too long, and that is a very strange power stance to be holding in that leather dress. That's like inches from an isometric isometric stress position. Had a bit of lag. Okay. Yes, I was just discussing potential romance options. Yes. Yes, I think you've seen all of it. It's just lagging a bit behind, which is to be expected. I mean, Twitch isn't perfect, and also we have 3 people in this house running off the internet connection, and our bitrate probably isn't great. So yes, I don't know. It's the Tory stance. Oh god, yeah, she's standing like Theresa May. Oh, why would you make me see that? Now I can never unsee it. Oh, Emily, why do I let you in my chat? The linguistics were good, but then you had to make me have this deeply cursed thought. Help. I'm going to say something just to carry it on.
Are you happy about your sister's relocation?
She's standing the
She
same
has
way
what I
still.
wanted her to have. A normal life, and the freedom to choose her own path. And she knows she has an older sister. A friend.
Also, we're doing that classic soap opera thing of we're having a heartfelt conversation, but we're both facing the same way. Just have a conversation into the back of each other's head.
Are you going to talk to her again?
Well, not the back of
I
each other's
honestly
head, I
don't know.
suppose.
For once, I haven't planned that far ahead. I'll deal with it after our mission. I have to stay focused, and she needs time to adjust to her new home.
No, romancing Kane would not be gay enough. This is very true. I'm leaning towards possibly have weird sexy dance with Kelly, but also stay faithful to Liara, and then we'll see what happens in 3. I can't remember all my options. I just stick with Liara all the way through. Who knows? But yes, Thane definitely has queer vibes. I think it was mentioned that he was another one who was meant to be bi, but then they cut it. I don't know.
Are you going to talk to her again?
I'm not really paying
honestly
attention to
don't
this
know.
conversation. You might be able to
For once,
tell.
I haven't planned that far ahead. I'll deal with it after our mission. I have to stay focused, and she needs time to adjust to her new home.
You never told me what you talked about.
I introduced myself. Her family was shocked. She adjusted quickly, of course. She's as smart as I am. She plays the violin, loves the Adagio movement of Nielsen's Fifth, just like I do. She wants to work in colony development. Told a joke about it. She's really funny. Something we don't share.
Oh my god. Miranda reminds me of so many people I knew while I was at Oxford.
Let me know if I can do anything else.
I think I got it from here. My father has no chance at finding her family in their new location.
In location
But
redacted.
thank you, Commander. My sister is safe again thanks in large part to you. I won't forget that.
And now I have to tab out because for some reason the stream manager won't let me allow that comment through. Cool. For some reason, the phrase "very little queer" was I have no idea. I've seen this before. It's like a few streams ago I had gay gets through, big gay doesn't. For some reason adding adjectives to identities gets them flagged. I literally have no clue why. Garrus, is it calibrated yet?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit?
No,
Have you got a minute?
No, we did that.
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
No, because queer didn't get flagged. The first message, I wish Jack was queer. Yes, but very little queer. No, and that was specifically the bit that got flagged, the bot told me. Dark, anything to talk about? No, cool.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander?
But now the actually important bit. I don't think it's worth bothering to talk to Saeed. Grunt might have something to say.
Shepard?
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
Maybe I had to be there, but I don't get the joke.
There's no joke. It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
I don't know if I'll be coming down here for these talks anymore.
Whatever. Don't have to be friends to fight good enemies. Just thought you'd like to know I'm finding reasons for my own battles.
Well, that happened. Yeah, Grunt's story is weird. Like I say, I'd honestly forgotten most of his stuff. I'd forgotten a lot of stuff from this game, and probably more from the next game. But the actually important part, let's go and talk to Jack. Our would-be engineering pirate girlfriend. Hi, Jack.
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them.
Mood.
You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes?
I'll listen to anything you have to say, Jack.
Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some superbiotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
Yeah, the whole imprinted memories bit makes Grunt's story quite weird.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't going to see it. I was wired up in a cell.
The classic kind of pure science human experimentation is just, well, this might do something, let's see. Well, it didn't, and they're dead. Let's try something else. Well, they're dead too.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask.
When all you have is a torture cell.
All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground.
Oh yeah, this
Drifted
feels
until a freighter
extremely
picked me up.
Firefly.
The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
Also, don't know if it's just me making links between media, but Jack's story, there's a lot of kind of, feels like somebody was kind of trying to deconstruct Ender's Game. Yeah, I'd love to be able to react to the whole assault thing, but apparently not.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
Also, I love that you're like, maybe it wasn't Cerberus, and we've seen that Cerberus like to put their logo every 6 inches on all of their stuff, so if it's Cerberus, you definitely know about it.
I'm going to talk to the elusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
I'll set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard.
Cool, so that's another loyalty mission, so guess what we're doing next? It's that.
I've got
It's
green
the wrong
across
way.
The board. Forward tanks are buoyant and elevated.
Talking about the Normandy?
Wow. Well, let's just go straight away from the engineers having an in-depth discussion about Miranda's boobs. Choices that were made in this game. Yeah, I've got 15 minutes, I might as well start the next bit. I didn't actually check what cluster we're heading for, did I? Oh wait, it will be marked on the map, won't it? Will it? Will it? Will it? I think it will. Safe crashing ship, what? What crashing ship? I'm sorry, let me check my jump. Crashing ship? Still, how many hours later? What crashing ship? Unless... Is it one of the recruits? No. Oh, is it Jacob's one? I think it might be. I don't know. Anyway, I said I'm going to Jack's loyalty mission. I've got 10 minutes. I'm going to at least start it. Oh no, it's not going to be help Jacob because that film might just help Jacob. Do I want to see what the hell this crashing ship's about? I'll do the other one later. Oh, I think I do. Choo! Just because I'm curious now. Just try and click the button. Quickly tag all the planets. Oh yeah, I know I don't... just out of interest, I want to see how much this whole scanning process is now a quick thing. Helps.
Probe away.
Oh, I can now afford bench capacity, that's good.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away.
Slide down there. Yeah, I think the only thing that it actually increases in terms of scanning speed is when you're rotating the planet, it rotates quicker. But that doesn't make a huge amount of difference if you're playing on mouse rather than controller.
Launching probe.
Especially if, like me, you don't have a massive amount of space for your mouse and it's just running on high sensitivity. Anyway, let's see what's up with this crashing ship. Anomaly detected. Scans detect a rapidly decaying derelict ship in orbit over the planet Jonas. Registration matches the MSV Broken Arrow. Ship's manifest notes. Ship manifest notes volatile munitions cargo on board. Wow, words today. If left undisturbed, the ship's trajectory will lead to impact with Jonas. High probability that the crash site will be far gone. Jonas's largest human colony, because of course it will. When there's a whole planet and things could crash on, of course they'll crash into the largest colony. Gas signatures detected aboard the Broken Arrow. Yeah, I have no clue what this is about. So. Miranda is now loyal. Oh, let's look at her new outfit. That's a basic one. And her new one is the same thing, except in all black leather. Great. No thank you. We'll have Jack. We'll have Grant.
Warning. Collision with the planet's surface is imminent. I am transmitting a countdown to advise you of the time remaining until impact.
Look at us, we look amazing. I really hope this captain's log doesn't detect the time. 5:51. So, yeah, okay, so we've got time to read. Moving the ship to yellow alert. While we've seen no signs of trouble, I'm not so sure we won't run into Geth this far out. We have to be prepared for anything. I've been told it's a terrible idea to go this far out toward Geth territory. These colonies need to defend themselves. Sometimes I think the only thing keeping the crew from shriveling up in fear is the 100 crates of military-grade weaponry on board. A little shore leave when we get to the near Rift system will do us good. We have a lot of deliveries to make, and it's not going to get any friendlier out here. Correct. Red alert. Moving the ship to red alert, the Geth are attacking. We're ill-equipped for for an attack of this magnitude, but we'll do everything we can to survive this. These colonies need these weapons, and this attack is further proof of how dire the situation is out here. Signing off. This will be the last entry in this log. Given the severity of the Geth attack, I've ordered all hands to evacuate and head toward the colony. Should the Geth succeed in capturing the ship, they also gain control of the 100 crates of weapons in the cargo hold. Therefore, I'm using my authorization codes to scuttle the ship, hopefully destroying the Geth that remain aboard. I intend to stay aboard to make sure the ship dies gracefully. My plan is to disable the ship's engines, thus causing our orbit to decay. This will bring the MSV Broken Arrow down to the surface, where the self-destruct timer will destroy the ship. I must be careful. If I fail, there's no telling where the ship will end up. Well, that went well. And, like, why is your one plan that the ship full of munitions, you should just dive bomb it into an inhabited planet and explode it? Nothing there, nothing there. Bypass the door, move quick. God, I'd miss fighting Geth. Did he just shout dickhead? I have no clue what he just said, but it sounded like it was just dickhead. God, have I taught Grunt to be British? Override emergency seal. Access systems report. Navigation offline. Life support, systems damage, hull detected, local atmosphere, venting to space. Take it, that makes more sense. Engines disabled. To restore power, re-engage the power coupling. Atmospheric engine detected, impact with planetary surface imminent. Yeah, I can. I can do this, I can fix this. It's all good. To the engine room. Let's refine iridium down there. That made me jump.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Well, Jack's dead. I should probably take cover. You know, like people do in firefights.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Okay, now, you stop. Power couplings, power couplings. Activate power coupling 2. Have to go around.
Yeah, right on your ass.
I've lost shields.
You guys, I am running on a time limit. Be considerate. Oh my god, did you just clip that?
Destroy you.
You have to go around the other way. Damn it. And all of you stop being alive immediately.
Got you.
Also, what are these barriers made of that they can resist direct rocket impact? There's a mod to get rid of Miranda's butt shots. That's doing the Lord's work right there. And do a bypass. We good? Have I just successfully repaired the engine while under fire from gas? Yes, I have. Because I am good at things. Queer mods for Miranda, Charlie, Jack, and Thane. Excellent.
Done.
Oh, and that's just finish. Well, we leveled up off it. Stabilized MSP broken arrow, remaining guest disengaged, colony is safe. 7,500 credits, some iridium. Oh. Okay, that was weird, and I'm not entirely sure why it got flagged on my galaxy map, that one side quest. Cool, that happened. Have we got any emails? Just
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
called it. Actually, I'll take it in my room because I need to go and feed the fish anyway. Feed the fish. Say hello to Hantaro. Sweet. Boop the orb. Read my emails. Oh, loads of emails. From Raphael Cologne. Good name. Governor of Fargon Colony. Normandy crew, we retrieved your identity from the docking data aboard the MSP Broken Arrow. We're led to believe that your crew is responsible for saving our colony from a catastrophic event. Not only did you defeat the Geth and prevent the ship from crashing into the planet in a trajectory that would have destroyed our colony, but you also saved nearly 100 munitions crates that had been lost in the ship's scuttling. Thanks to you, we're safe. Continue the Broken Arrow's work in arming the colonies on the fringe of Geth space. On behalf of the residents of Fargon Colony, you have our eternal gratitude. An important request from Mr. Ganak Edgehal, Esquire. Dear Sir or Madam, having consulted with my colleagues at the Citadel, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer a large quantity of Prothean technology uncovered at Ilos. Believing these materials to be a hazardous danger, they were locked in quarantine. Even though the tests revealed that the fears were groundless, the quarantine remains in effect until one can pay for a permit to request a reclassification from the Cultural Ministry. Knowing of your interest in Prothean technology, I would be happy to deliver most of it into your hands, keeping less than half for myself. As a Batarian, I cannot engage in Council official activities, but if you transfer the 20,000 credits required to me, this exchange could be made in your name, enabling us both to profit from this happy accident. Please reply urgently with your credit transfer account information. Best regards, Ganak Edgehal. I love the fact that you get spam in this game. It's such a small thing, but little pointless bits of flavour just please me. And Guardian Angel from Oriana Lawson. I hope this is the right Commander Shepard. I'm Oriana. My sister only told me a little, but I don't think it had occurred to her that I'm as smart as she is. I poked around a little and found an information broker who got me this address. I got to thank her, but I never got to thank you for helping me. My parents don't really understand it, but I know how much Miranda did, how many little things over the years were her looking out for me. I'm not going to tell them. I still want to go to school and get some degrees, but I wanted you to know that I know you saved me. I had a guardian angel all these years. I don't know if my sister has anybody. She said that she's working for you, and it was pretty clear that you were doing something dangerous. Make sure she comes back alive, okay? Oriana. P.S. Don't tell her I sent you this. It would just make her angry. P.P.S. Miranda, quit looking at Shepard's messages. Oh, don't act like you don't. It's what I'd do. If she's looking at our messages, she could at least delete the spam. I mean, honestly. Come on, Miranda. But yes, turns out we will not be doing another loyalty mission today because that little weird semi-story, I don't know, mission conveniently took us to the end of the stream. It is 5 o'clock. Thank you very much for everybody who's watched. Thanks for all of you who've stayed to the end. So, let's do the wrap-up bit. If you're here, you know how to find me, but in any case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, Serasent. It's on the title cards, which you'll see in a second. I am streaming the entire Mass Effect Trilogy, where I reckon maybe nearly halfway through 2, just from what I remember. It's not an exact science. Yes, we will be playing it all the way through, I estimate, the next couple of months. I am streaming 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, starting at 2 o'clock GMT. That's 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available. VODs, for if you miss any episodes, should all be available on my Twitch. They were last I checked, they were still all available. If not, the first few are on my YouTube, also Serasent. More will go up as I edit them. I've got a bunch of stuff happening, so they'll go up when they do. It's a scattershot one-woman operation, I won't lie. If you need any updates on the stream, or just want to see me post about random crap, best place to find me is my Twitter at Waruce, W-A-R-U-C-E. Thanks very much, and I love you all, and good night.